What about what do you feel about hyphenated names?
Then. Yeah.
No,
that's a tradition.
Oh. No. None of it's just one person did it. My mother was breaking tradition
now you're
by
doing
doing
tradition.
It. No, she set a precedent.
If you were to break that, then you'd be breaking tradition.
No, because it wouldn't have been a tradition.
I found a hole in your theory.
No, I think we could go on and on about this, and it would lead to nowhere.
What about hyphenated last names? That you would be okay with Parkhurst, Karichi?
I would love it if it was Parkhurst.
You shithead. Oh my god.
What about combining the names like I'm just using Karichi as the last name here, but Corhurst or Parkichi?
Parkichi sounds like a
Or how about Hearst Core?
Hearst Core? How about Hearst Core?
Yeah,
that sounds pretty awesome.
I'd be up for that.
Okay.
Hey, Josie, what do you think about women are displayed on television in like sitcoms?
I don't watch sitcoms.
How do you think, Dave?
Because I don't like how women are portrayed.
How are they portrayed?
As
no,
annoying.
Not really. They're usually portrayed as like intelligent, smart, beautiful.
Well, the man's an idiot.
Yeah, which is annoying.
To you, I guess, sure, but to man, it's like, oh, another fat, dumb husband.
Yeah, and look at the girl go settle for him. Let's do a story about him and show how like the woman has accepted him for who he is, and it's just.
But would you?
The only shows I'm able to do that really well is Family Guy.
Wouldn't it piss you off if the show is about some dumb, fat wife and the intelligent husband who teaches her a lesson every episode?
Yeah, it's kind of true, actually. What if there was I kind of want to make a sitcom like that, just to have like
Roseanne.
Well, she wasn't stupid though. She was like the smart one, right? She was the domestic goddess. But,
I know, it was pretty awesome.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like a little bit. I mean, you can disagree, but can you understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but it's like they kind of had like.
Okay, here's another
I'm
great.
saying that it's doesn't better that way.
So we're all.
No, I want to see what the kind of reaction would happen if a sitcom was made where it was like a really fat, stupid woman and her like smart lawyer husband, and just like the really fat, stupid woman going on like misadventures everyone. I want to see what that kind of reaction that would get. And like have her be like really ugly and really fat and really stupid.
I think it's really easy to make. Because guys will go along. Yeah, we're pretty dumb. You see that all the time with comics. They're always like, "Women, you're so smart." For some reason, they always feed into that, and I would find that pretty offensive if I was a woman. I'd be like, "Hey, why are you trying to feed into that?" You know what I mean? Like, why do you want me to? Oh yeah, we are. Woo! Like I don't know. I think that's kind of lame. If I was a comic, I'd be like, "No, you're not getting that from me."
No, I agree. I think that it's just like it's like overcompensating. It's like racism, where you're just sort of overcompensating for these things.
I have another really good Onion headline here. Scott Bakula jumps into McCain body just before election. Scott Bakula from Quantum Leap. All right, never mind. Wasn't that good? Continue. I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought now.
Guys are usually portrayed, or like professional wrestling. I was having this discussion with a friend of mine, and I said there were some divas out there. I'm like, does that bother and she's one of the only people that I can have. And Josie, you're one of them too. That I can have this conversation with, and I don't feel as though I want to kill them.
Okay. Thank you.
Like I go, you see, the divas are pretty sexy. They're thin, blah blah blah. I go, does that bother you? And she goes, yeah. She goes, it does. It makes me feel a little insecure. And she goes, and I go, well, it's funny because like I don't feel that way with like professional wrestlers, like and not just the big guys, but there are some more firm, good looking guys. I'm like, that doesn't bother me. It just makes me want to, I don't know, makes me want to work out a little more. It makes me want to kind of look like that. You know what I mean?
I was thinking about this the other day and why things like that would bother me, and I was thinking it has to do with like how women versus power, and how women that look like that, like on, I don't know, the women that are in power have to be sexy, and it's like the only way that they can have it.
No,
you know what I mean?
I agree. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's just like, while you want to feel sexy so you can feel empowered, but otherwise, if you don't feel sexy, it's like gone. You know, there's nothing there, and it seems like because women are only shown in a certain way, and just in women's everyday life, I think that the expectation for women to look a certain way is a lot higher than what men have to do in terms of the marketing tactics for women and everything that she has to buy, everything she has to wear, everything she has to put in her hair and on her face, and her shoes she has to get.
You don't think guys have to go through that?
Not as much. To a point, in certain things, yes, but not. I don't think as much in terms of image.
Like, what do you mean though? Like, where do you get that? Where do you get that from? Where do you get that information from?
I'm just saying what I see in terms of marketing tactics, and from
where?
On TV.
Like, name something specific.
Like, just when I mean, how many guys do you know put moisturizer on their face in the morning after cleansing?
I remember junior year, and you're right, it's not the majority of men, because real men don't do that, but...
This is what I'm talking about, though. Seriously.
I remember junior year getting up every day, going into the bathroom, and there was a suite of guys that did that every morning. They would stand there for a good 20 minutes moisturizing, but
it's not common.
Right. It is common for guys to work out. It is common for guys to exercise, that kind of deal. You know, and you're right. I do think, because most of the time, if it is a bumbling fat guy, they somehow do get the really good-looking girl at the end, okay? You don't see it too much on the other side. You don't see the really ugly fat girl getting the attraction.
I think if something had happened like that, it would be just considered to be sexist and taken off the air immediately.
Well, they did. They made a movie like that, but it was acceptable because it ended up being Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, was that Shallow Hal?
Yeah.
But she wasn't stupid, though.
No, she wasn't stupid.
That's the whole thing. It has to be a fat, ugly, stupid woman.
But even with that, Jack Black's not good looking. He's a comic. He doesn't have guns. You know what I mean? He doesn't...
He doesn't have the guns, Josie.
Yeah, but he's thought of as awesome because he's a pretty cool guy.
Point, I guess. Just a stereotypical attractive looking man with the short, chubby beast.
Okay, imagine this: Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is married to a bulldog, and make a sitcom out of that. That'd be really funny, actually. Just have like a massive muscle-bound, like oiled-up guy, and then have him be married to just like a 4'6", 300-pound woman with a mental disorder and missing teeth.
Yeah,
a little too much.
I don't know.
Well, we're at the 2-hour mark, Dave. We made it.
I want to make this one point.
Okay. Mike.
I said I want to make this one
point.
And it's totally... I know.
We'll make it.
Dead air, dead air.
Dead air, dead air.
I don't know. I totally...
Come on, you want to make it. You got to make your point now.
I don't know.
That's what this entire show has been like.
I know. Come on, you're in sales. You got to be able to think of
I know.
In my head, and I can't... We can have this conversation off the air, too. Like, thinking,
no pressure, no pressure.
I don't know. I think that, the whole sexy thing, women need to be sexy to be powerful, that kind of deal. At the same time, I totally agree with you with that. I think at the same time there's a shallow, congratulatory kind of way guys might see that. Like, oh, it's Jan, she's really good looking. Oh, that's a good job. You know what I mean? Like, it's so shallow though. Like, it's I don't think it would work forever. And plus, with most jobs, if they're not doing a good job, they're going to get fired anyways. You know what I mean? So you can look great if you want, as like maybe a spokesperson, as a PR director, something like that. Fine. But if you're not doing the job,